Train the muscles, not the joints.
Okay, so I guess you know from the title of this video, Mountain, that I'm in Italy right now. So I'm going to go to a gym here. So this is a bit of a conversation where, how do you work out when you're on the road or when you're in another country? And we're here visiting some of my wife's relatives. And so, yeah, we figured we'd come down here. But the first couple of days, I didn't have anywhere to train. So I was just doing some push-ups in the house there. And honestly, I'm not looking to maintain a certain body fat level when I'm here or anything. I'm just relaxing and then getting in some workouts here and there. But the other day I was notified that there is a gym close to me, which is surprising because when I was here 10 years ago, there wasn't really a lot of gyms available. But I guess post 2020, I guess a lot of gyms popped up and the gym sort of thing became more popular. Like I'm seeing a lot of people running and jogging and doing exercise and all that sort of stuff. So it's great. So yeah, I expected to go to the gym and maybe find a couple dumbbells or maybe a couple kettlebells or something. I didn't really expect much. So yeah, after going there, I was pretty pleasantly surprised because the gym was actually really decent. I mean, the dumbbells only go to 90s, but it's more than enough for me to maintain everything. You know what I'm saying? I have to say, I love the people here. I don't know what it is about them, but there's just something. I have to say, no offense to all the Canadians out there, because I'm from Canada. But in the last 5 to 10 years, I've become very, let's just say, disloyal to Canadians. I don't like a lot of Canadians, so sorry about that, but some of you Canadians are great, but a lot of you are shitheads. So you know which ones you are. Hey, okay, let me change what I'm saying there. I don't hate Canadians. I'm Canadian, even though some of them I politically disagree with and whatever, but hey, that's the way it is. But I'm starting to like Italians a lot more than Canadians. That's the thing. I don't even speak the language, and you just get a different vibe from the people here. They're just, when they interact with you, they're not pissed off. Like you can't even go into a convenience store in Canada now without I don't know, it just seems like there's so many different cultures and different things going on that there's a lot of standoffishness sort of stuff. But when I come here, even if you don't speak the language, they know you're trying and they know you're just visiting. I don't know, they're just very friendly in a real way. Like they're not fake, but yeah, that's just my impression, I guess. So any of you Italians that are watching my channel, I like where you come from. It's a good place. But anyway, so, the thing is that when you're trying to get in shape, and you're pushing all the time, that's great. And I've talked about like hard workouts and easy workouts. But the other thing I want to say is that that when you're maintaining on a trip, you don't have to do that much to be able to maintain what you have. I mean, little workouts here and there, you might deviate from your diet. And, I'm taking advantage of the pastries and stuff here. I can't do it too much because it makes me feel like shit, but here and there it's great. But really what I'm doing is just maintenance is more my goal, right? So if I can get the blood flowing and stuff, I can enjoy my vacation more, but I don't have any pressure upon myself to maintain some sort of image or something. So I think it's really important for you to drop that. But yeah, just enjoy yourself. And then if you have to only do push-ups and sit-ups in your apartment or some walking lunges, that's great, But if you're lucky enough to find a gym close to you, then you can get some workouts in too. But the worst thing you want to do is, deviate from your diet and then push super hard and then spend your whole vacation just trying to fucking be in shape instead of just enjoying your vacation. So, let's go get some sets in. So here we are, endurance performance training, which is obviously not my thing. I'm not an endurance performance guy. I'm a muscle guy, which is minorly related, but if you're training mainly for endurance, you're doing more jogging and biking and longer distance stuff, and you may be using some progressive overload to enhance that endurance. So all weight training is useful for many sports. It's just that the way you do it might change depending on what your goals are. So for instance, when I was playing hockey a lot, I would train back sometimes before I would play a hockey game because I found that it gave me that second wind. But if I trained biceps, my stick handling was all crazy and I couldn't actually control the puck properly. So I stopped training biceps before because obviously, you need to be able to control the puck on the ice. The other thing I didn't train is calves before I stepped on the ice because your ankles are so responsible when you're skating for stabilization. And if your calves are fatigued, it doesn't matter how much power you're manifesting through your glutes and your quads. if you can't stabilize through the ankles, you'll lose a lot of endurance and a lot of stride and also coordination. So, it's always about goals, right? So weight training is great. It just depends on how you use it and what your goals are. For me, it's muscle. And that's why I use heavier weights and lighter weights, and I use different ranges of motion. And at the same time, you got to know what the weak links are. If you know the weak links are the joints wear down as you get older, or certain exercises destroy people, like deadlifts from the floor. A lot of times guys will strain so much and they'll get away with it for years, and then all of a sudden, bang, they herniate a disc in their back. And you have to assess the risk versus reward ratio for exercises. And this might be different for you. So you have to really look at these things and say, okay, what exercises are giving me the best amount of safety, but the best amount of results? And I'm not saying there's ever a chance of no risk. I mean, there's always going to be a risk of injury, but some exercises are going to definitely not be ideal, right? So yeah, let's go in here and do a couple sets. And I'm just going to do a little workout, just a couple, maybe a little bit of chest and back and a little bit of pumping and maybe some walking lunges. I don't know. We'll see what happens, see how I feel. I'm on vacation, you know what I mean? Give me a break. Give me a break. I actually like this bench because it's pretty wide. All right, that was a good workout. So yeah, I did 90-pound dumbbells, or 88-pound dumbbells to be specific, on the inclines, and did some walking lunges just with 60-pound dumbbells, and a little bit of shoulders and a little bit of back, and there you go, I'm out, right? But it was a good pump, and then overall a good amount of I don't know, blood flow, right? I definitely sweating like crazy because the definition of air conditioning here is much different than back home. So people think I'm filming them. So basically we got some thunder and lightning now. This is perfect. Give me a shower on the way home. I like that. And yeah, so basically, you know, these quick workouts, I mean, this one took me about 40 minutes probably. And yeah, I get one of those in every day, or pretty close, or 4 or 5 days a week. It's good enough to maintain, actually make me feel good, and I actually enjoy my trip much more than I would have if I didn't work out and just sat around and ate shit food. Like, I can eat pastries and stuff and bread for a little bit, but I'm already hitting my limitation now after 3 days. Now I'm kind of like, okay, digestion's slowing down, I'm retaining water, not feeling quite as vibrant because I'm not eating as much protein. But you know, sometimes when you're in a different town, it takes you a bit of time to get the amount of protein that you need. Because I mean, I found a butcher shop, but the Airbnb we're staying at doesn't have quite the same pots and pans, so I can't like do these big cooking. Like sometimes I'll barbecue 20 chicken breasts at a time, or 10 or whatever, but I don't have access to that stuff right here. So yeah, your patterns and your food patterns get a little bit out of sorts, and that causes a little bit of a shift in your physique, right? But overall though, it's good to take breaks from being obsessive compulsive or fanatical and enjoy the trip and get some workouts in at the same time. And yeah, there we go, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Mountain.